Hi, my name is Ashley Whiting. I want to talk to you about one of my favorite friends in the garden for the summertime, and this is called Wandering Jew. This plant is usually found in nurseries in hanging baskets, obviously, because look how beautiful it is. I didn't have this hanging because I don't have a spot in my yard for it right now. I'm waiting to get a deer fence still, but I have a little area in my yard that's fenced in, tiny area, and I just had this sitting on the ground, hoping to be able to get a deer fence and get this hung up, but didn't happen this summer. This plant is going to be happy between 50 degrees and 80 degrees. Well, that's what the tag says. But we have 100 degrees. We have 105 here in the summertime. A few days of 105, mostly around 100 in the summertime. 105, it was fine. Now it's in the shade. You definitely want this in the shade. Technically, I believe this is a house plant. That's what everybody says. This is a house plant. But I think this is gorgeous in the landscape. And let me tell you why. It looks phenomenal with green. Any green. And sometimes, especially during those times in the season when you don't have a lot of flowers going on, or other things are kind of looking droopy, this held its own. And with all the green, and the stuff that doesn't have flowers, you just have like lots of green. Either it's shrubs or it's perennials, and they're just kind of green, waiting for another flush of flowers. This color, this purple and like mint, I mean, it's truly mint. So you have a hunter green stripe, you have a mint stripe, and on the back of the leaves is this gorgeous satin purple. I mean, it looks like metallic. Like really, if you bought a purple metallic sheet of metal, I don't know if there's such a thing, but that's what it looks like. It's gorgeous. They're so shiny. I mean, they almost look like they were painted on these leaves, fake, but beautiful. It accents other green foliage remarkably well. Okay, here's what's so great about this plant. It needs shade, right? Well, most things that need shade in our gardens don't have flowers. There's a few options we have in the south in the summer for a shade plant with flowers. You have begonias, you have impatiens, maybe they're a little tricky. On my property, I have a lot of shade, a lot of oak trees, a lot of junipers. A lot of your shade plants are green. Well, the problem is you want a little contrast in there, right? Which is one reason I love coleus. Look how beautiful these look together. You have the chartreuse green with the lime green and the hunter green and the purple. I mean, they are a beautiful combination. And the great thing is they both like the exact same conditions. So this would be a great choice if you have shade in a summer garden. Now again, coleus is just like the Wandering Jew. It's going to go down as soon as we drop down into the 50s. So, but they look great all summer long. Same exact care. Definitely keep them watered because it gets hot, but shade, and they were super happy. And what's so great is this Wandering Jew provides a great contrast and a place for your eye to go instead of just a sea of green. So this purple is just a stunner. And look at this combination. So this is Wheeler's Dwarf Pittosporum. Can you see it down here in the corner? Look at this beautiful combination. So you have the dark hunter green, you have the mint and the purple, and then you have this lime chartreuse green. Beautiful combination. Like I could see this in just swaths. Look at that. Beautiful. All love the shade and very happy through the summer. There is a plant that flowered for me in the shade this summer that looked beautiful, and these are pentas. I have a white pentas right here, and look how pretty they look with this Wandering Jew. I mean, that combination is a killer. This, again, this chartreuse green leaf, and you have some white flowers. If these had a little more sun, they would have bloomed a little more, but here I actually see the weather's cooling off now. It's October, and they're just about to bloom. They're just starting to put out another flush of bloom. So these have been great. As long as you keep them fed, once a week you're gonna wanna feed these flowers for sure. But just to get the blooms, but look how beautiful they look together. Isn't that pretty? I would put this maybe towards the front of a bed, where maybe it would get a little more light, and maybe tuck these under or behind where they kind of just come out for a little more shade. But these pentas were beautiful. Great combination with that plant. And then just something like this. Look at this beautiful boxwood. I mean, boxwoods are great in the shade. They prefer to have a little bit of sun, but they'll perform in the shade also. But look at this combination. Can you just see like a hedge of boxwood and then in front of it, this wandering Jew? I think that would be beautiful. Look how beautiful this coleus is in combination with the wandering Jew. I mean, the deep magenta centers of this coleus and the chartreuse green again just looks so beautiful. I mean, that's a stunner in itself. If you had a whole bed of just these two things, showstopper. So there's a few ideas for you if you need an idea of what to plant in the summer in the shade that's not just green. Definitely this wandering Jew is low maintenance, easy peasy. Keep it watered, keep it in the shade. You will love it. It's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.